Okay, you were smiling a second ago, but now you're not smiling because I told you off for smiling. But I told you off for smiling because I'm pissed off. But I'm pissed off because you alerted me to Mega Start Deck 100 and what's going on with it, and it's actually really annoying. This is a $9, nine Australian and what, $5 USD? I'd say
Something like that.
900 yen. Yeah,
It's crazy. It's supposed to be cheap, and you have a chance.
It's a $5 USD 900 yen deck that people are paying 65 Australian or 40 USD for to get an art rare.
Potentially,
World's lost its mind.
Potentially,
everyone's lost their mind.
I mean, why? Why are people buying it? Did you see the buy it nows or the sold items going for that rate?
I mean, you just brought it up with me. I just went to eBay to see what was going on, and I saw solds and offers, and it doesn't surprise me. It's just it makes me mad because people are being sold. Like someone is selling the idea. It's not. You don't just list something in this climate of card collecting, and then it sells, and it's like, oh well, it just sold. Like that's just the free market. No, somebody is selling the idea that this is a good purchase to people online, and they are following it and just burning money. It's. I mean, I gotta find another word that isn't vulgar to describe it, but it's insane. It's frankly insane. It's baffling. Welcome back, everybody. By the way, sorry.
Welcome back, indeed. And I'm just smiling all along, but more because of like, where does this all end? I have, frankly, no idea. What is happening? This is, I would likely pay, and this is my line, right? If you are like someone that doesn't know how to import from Japan, by the way, this is like free to purchase on Amazon Japan, I believe, and I believe Amazon Japan is shipping it straight to you. I'm not sure, but most of the times you can. You pay import fees at
Is this Mega Start Deck 100? You can actually still just buy it off Amazon Japan now.
I believe you can, and this is. Do not underestimate. Do not underestimate how much product is out there. This is a product supposed to be for the masses. Yeah, this is priced like 900 yen because you want to try out Pokemon card game, and not because this is Mega Dream EX. Mega Dream EX is the set that the new people that buy the Star Deck 100 is the follow-up set of product to buy. You know, if you know what I mean. And
well, let's give a bit of a background on what this actually is, because we kind of just did bulldoze in. So Mega Start Deck 100. It's literally a deck. It's a little box. It's a Japan exclusive product. It's targeted at Japan's player base and the way that they play Pokemon over there, which is primarily in person because they don't have live. If you want to practice playing Pokemon, you just go to an LGS, but there are so many LGSs or Pokemon card stores there in Japan that playing in person is very accessible. So this deck caters to that demographic, that audience. But there's 100 different decks. So when you buy this deck, you don't know which one you're going to get. And they've put art res in them as like a little bonus, fun little thing, as like a nice little surprise, not as a way to sell the product. It's meant to be it is 891 yen, which roughly translates to 5 or 6 USD. And that's basically it. It's a sequel, I guess, or an extension of Start Deck 100, which came out in 2022, I want to say.
Sword of Shield era 2021, something like that.
So it's not a new idea. They've done it before. They'd even done something similar to this before Start Deck 100, just not as extensive. So, cool product. We've spoken about it before on the Poke Guardian podcast.
We did.
That's what we're talking about today. But what's happening is that because they have put these art rares inside them as like extra little chase cards, the Western market has decided that, or a small subset of the Western market has decided they want a piece of it, which is just, I'd almost say if you are buying this, if you're buying this for more than like $10, you don't actually like Pokemon cards as an international collector. Like, because you actually just don't know what you're doing. I'd go that far.
I think it's more. The thing is, I don't want to directly say it's you don't know what you're doing. No, you don't like Pokemon cards, but I think it's more indeed of okay, you didn't read enough, probably. You probably just saw maybe some social media post, which is again in some ways good for advertisement, but you are probably uninformed when you are buying this for more.
Award. It's the fell for it award. It's the fell. You fell for it. Like if you buy this, you actually you sold. Like you got conned. Which it's like you either okay. I'll walk it back a little bit. I'll say there's two groups of people that may be buying this. People that don't know, misinformed. So I'd say like the new collectors.
Yes.
People who come in the last year.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to diss on those because like I know not everybody knows everything out the gate. So yeah, okay. You got the cool clip at the start when I said if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. But okay, so the first group misinformed. The second group, I think if you've been around and you still buy this, you have no idea what you're doing, or you don't actually really like Pokemon cards because you're just straight up gambling. Like anybody who has seen what happened with Start Deck 100, or as like just objectively looks at this product and reads what's in it and understands the value proposition, will know that it's not worth paying more than retail for this thing because you're just getting a box of bulk.
Basically,
it's just insane. It just makes me mad though, Zach, because like I said, somebody has sold the idea that you should buy this, or like insinuated in a way that there's some value here, which has led people to go and buy it. That's disgusting and annoying. And then you've also got sellers enabling it by listing it at those stupid prices and just enabling the idiocy, and also deceiving people that don't actually know what they're buying.
Yes, that's the worst part. So the thing is, in the end, they're still buying a product, so they are they're likely they're buying at least some cards, but the thing is, this product is not to be meant a special product. This is meant to be an entry level, to be sold at every corner shop in your area, to basically, it's like Steam Deck, essentially, with a very low chance of pulling some higher level rarity cards. And that's the thing. It's cool if you open it for like literally that 900 yen and hey, I've got a deck I can play right now with all funsies, if you know what I mean, for that day, and we can keep our deck and it's all fine. And if you pull a Milfoil deck or Arch Rare, special Arch Rare, that's fine. But now, how people are treating it, this is actually, like you say, the wrong way, in my opinion. If you buy this product in order to hope pulling something of a higher rarity, then you are buying this product wrong. And I am not telling you how to buy and why you should buy products. But honestly, the market...
Maybe you should. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why don't you just tell people how to buy products? I will say it. You shouldn't buy this product. You just shouldn't. You should just wait for the single. If you want the art rare, just wait for the art rares to go up as singles, and then just buy the single directly. But isn't that what at some point we just got to call a spade, and let's just say what people should be doing? Like it's what. Why are we sitting here being like, oh, you should? I don't know. Like I wouldn't do it, but like, why not just explicitly say like, don't? You know, in your heart of hearts, that you just shouldn't buy this thing. So like, just say don't buy it.
As a collector,
that's buy it.
I agree. As a collector that's been collecting now 10 years, and now with the knowledge I have, I've opened the Sword and Shield version, which by the way got like I believe 50% less cards. This set alone has like 470 plus cards. That's just the main set. Then you have the Milfoil cards. So there's like variants of variants in this product. That makes it like 862 cards you can complete this set for. That's not including the art trash, the special art trash, maybe gold cards, whatever. That is the higher rate stuff. Just the regular stuff, I want to say if you complete it, you are a maniac. And coming from me, that's been collecting many Lugias. That's collecting on another level because, like you said earlier, the majority is reprinted bulk. There's like 55 new cards in there. The rest is bulk.
If you want to master set it, go for your life. But if you're gonna master set it by like buying $60, because I'm Australian, 35 US or like $60 single decks, and you're gonna try and master it by opening it.
Yeah,
that's just objectively stupid. It's like it's a dumb thing. Like, why is it okay? So like, why is it dumb? Okay, well, when Start Deck 100 came out, right? They put secret rares inside of it. They didn't put art rares, but they put full art secret rares, and there was some exclusive trainers in there. So there's a Pikachu, but it's in Sword and Shield's full art secret rare or like super rare art style, which isn't as good as an art rare, but it's still functionally an exclusive card that is hard to pull from a very niche product. So functionally, it behaves and operates the same way that these Mega Start Deck 100 cards are. It's just that these ones are art rares, so they're a little bit more popular. But back then, we all speculated the same thing because they were secret rares, and they were like more popular Pokemon. There's a Pikachu in there. We speculated that these were going to be pretty expensive secret rares, like very expensive, much more expensive, like not just like more expensive, but much more expensive. And then because of, I guess, like the affinity that some collectors have with XY and black and white era full arts, at least I did. I was thinking, okay, these might have a bit of lasting power. And then you got cards that were in Start Deck 100, like Marnie's Determination. And everyone was like, oh, there's another Marnie card, not that playable, not as playable as Marnie was, but it's a Marnie full art, so it's going to be exclusive and hard to get. And it was really expensive when Start Deck 100 came out. They all were. And I was like, damn, maybe I should have bought some of those decks. That's what I'm thinking. Should I have bought them? Maybe I should have. Oh, well, I didn't. And I'm not going to pay that, so whatever. And they were the singles were expensive for a long period. And then they just fell apart. They're not expensive. They're not expensive now. They're at the lowest they've ever been. And I'm sure someday in the future they'll start to go up, as most collectibles organically do, but not right now. And that's a way away. So I'm looking at this Mega Start Deck 100. And I'm thinking, okay, so we literally have an example of what happened last time. Why are we going through the same song and dance again?
Again, this product is meant to be accessible to everyone around every corner of your local area. This product will likely get a couple of waves again throughout the year. 100% almost. I don't want to say the guarantee word because I hate it.
I guarantee it.
The past iteration of the Sword and Shield version got a couple reprints. And then next year, at the end of the year, there will be another starter deck product coming to replace this one. And by then, you have a lot of these singles around.
People stopped caring about Start Deck 100 so much that every week or so, you could pick one up off Pokemon Center Japan and buy it. They had that much stock. So there was that much stock of it because like you said, it's meant to be accessible. And people moved on so quickly that the boxes would just sit there. And so every now and then when I'd pick up an order, if I'd buy a booster box of Pokemon Center Japan, I'd be like, oh, Start Deck 100's in stock. I'll just grab another one because why not? At that price, yeah, why not? Yeah. At that price, when it's just sitting there and it's not in demand, I'm looking at that and I'm saying, well, no one's buying this over there in Japan. It's just sitting there. This isn't hurting anybody. I'll just grab one per person, roll the dice, chill, smart, really, if you're trying to collect those cards, which I was. But if Mega Start Deck 100 is sitting there and it's asking me 60 AUD, I'm thinking, what can I get with 60 AUD? I picked this up for 30 AUD. I mean, it's a little bit damaged. But I added a card to my Corki Saito collection. So now I know exactly, I'm objectively being smarter with my money. This is why I say, tell people.
What card is this? For the
It's
listeners?
from a deck. I can't remember which deck it's from, but it's a Pokeca Talk. It's 0. You can probably look it up. 007/019. I can't remember which deck it's from. Or it's not from Double Crisis, but it would be from that era, I think. Or maybe it's no, that's too early for Double Crisis.
Is it what promo logo is that? Is that a play promo or?
Nah, it's not play promo. Let's look it up right now. 007/019 Groudon.
Some of these 20-year-old cards from Japan are not coming
Deoxys
here.
half deck. I think maybe that is that from the lenticular. Is that the lenticular Deoxys?
Is it? There was a Space Fisher movie deck indeed of VS Deoxys, but there's
it is. It's the lenticular Deoxys deck. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh no, it's not. I lie. No.
Misinformation. I don't know anything from the top of my head.
I'm on Bulbapedia now.
It is on. Yes. Okay.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. Hang on. Now I'm looking it up. Usually, what's your go-to for looking up cards like this? Because I go to Bulbapedia type, and then I just search, and then I go to the Pokemon's page, and I figure it out from there.
Out of PKM.com. It's a really good resource right now. Really good resource.
I mean, I always use Art of Pokemon, but I don't think to use it for stuff like this. But okay, I'm gonna retry using
really extensive resource. Really.
But if you go to, can you? So I'm on Art of Pokemon. Click Pokemon.
Oh, do I need to go there?
Okay.
Screen share?
Yeah, I'm on it now. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I probably should have screen shared this. Do you want me to screen share?
I will screen share for you, just for you.
I guess Art of Pokemon is good because it brings up the Pokemon as images so you can see the card that you're looking at.
You can filter on illustrators, Pokemon, whatever. Let's see, Groudon.
Gift Box Emerald.
Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. Gift Box Emerald. This one. Yes.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, that is a product I don't know from the top of my head. And that's the beauty in some of these 20-year-old cards. There's so much out there, like anime special, movie specials, gift boxes. Some of them never come here. I believe this one that came to TPCI territory, but super nice card. But I get the point. For $30, you can get stuff like this. And
well, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. But like, I saw this and was like, I actually don't know what this is directly from. But for $30, it's a Pokeca card I don't have. It's a little bit damaged, but I'm like, at that point, because it's all relative now. Would I rather buy $60 of packs?
Yeah.
And likely it's just like a luck of the draw, or just spend half of that and get something that I directly want. And like, that's kind of like, if I was doing my due diligence, I would have sat in the card store. This was in Japan last week, and I would have been like, all right, how much is this card worth? Is this, blah, blah, blah. Looked it up online. But I think for vintage, when you find cards that you, bear in mind, at this point, I'd gone through like 50 card stores. When you find cards that you just want, in Japan. This was like at the end of my trip. I'd gone to so many card stores in the 5 days. But like, when you find cards that just tickle your fancy and they're old, and you have the price is comfortable for you, you just pick it up at that point.
If it's clean as well, even better.
Yeah.
Because these are drying up in mint condition.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't see that on shelves once outside of that store in Akihabara at the end of my trip. So, look, the Mega Star Deck thing is just, it's symptomatic of the current climate that we're in.
I think
my big thing is just whoever is selling the idea that you should go and buy that. I've seen reels. I don't know. You don't go on Instagram and TikTok that much, do you?
Instagram, I deleted my app on my phone. So in that sense, I only can view it in the web browser because I don't go nowhere with Instagram. I'm too much doom scrolling. TikTok, that is for my zero, like red to me, no-go zone. No offense to anyone that use TikTok, but it's not for me. I'm not the boomer or anything. Just do not like it. And Instagram, no. For the same reason, I'm on X. I only use X now because I have people that need to talk to me via DMs. Otherwise, I would have deleted that app a long time ago as well. So there's actual stuff going on for me. But I personally starting to dislike social media much more. Facebook I don't use anymore. I use only Facebook for news and etc. Some updates, not for personal use. I don't even have like a picture on there. No. Short answer, no.
You're lucky then. I mean, you're a stronger man than I, because I hate it. I detest it. Obviously, because of what I do and what I'm trying to do, I have to use it. But because I have to use it, I get exposed to so much.
I mean,
just
hey,
junk.
I go for 10 minutes on X and I see not even the following accounts that I'm following. I see so much. Not even like rage bait, but just so many blue check marks that get elevated by X for stuff that is supposed to be 100 likes at minimum. And I see so many of these hot takes. And it's just, okay, good for you, but this is nothing special that you are mentioning. And then when someone does give like I think they have a hot take or on top of everyone else, they get boosted with 3,000 likes. And that concerns me a lot. And I see, okay, they are getting huge following and traffic. They think now they know better than some others, which is great, by the way. Do not ever think that you are below someone else, but arrogance is coming there very quickly. And then what you get is very weak space. You get boosted, maybe and probably knowingly, but then that concerns me the most. There are people who think they are like the word expert, or think
But that's just symptomatic of social media right now in general. But like in Pokemon specifically, I'm just seeing people make things or say things for the sake of growing, but they're not actually like, what are they actually growing to do? Like, what are you trying? For what reason are you building? Like, what are you building towards? And I look at this stuff and I'm like, I cannot see what you're building towards. So whatever you're doing is just slop to me. Like it's irritating. That's what pisses me off. It's like, I'll see people talk about the new art rares just got revealed from Start Deck 100, right? Okay, but like, what are you building towards by making this announcement to the world that I couldn't have already seen by going to any reputable Pokemon card website or like any news website? Like, what am I getting by seeing it here? What are you feeding me? Are you just echoing what they've said? Like, that's it. And so then it's like, okay, well, you got to add your like extra twist to it. Are these going to be hard to find or easy to find? Now, like, I'm guilty of doing this in the past when I first started my channel. But as you grow and as you continue making stuff, you realize like, okay, this is counterintuitive to a healthy collecting ecosystem. So you stop. So when I see it now, I'm like, fucking hell. Sorry. But like, it's frustrating. So like you said, you got people with blue check marks or whatever making inflammatory. Look at you writing down. He swore at X minute of 50 at the 53-minute mark. It's like you see people saying stuff, but they're just saying stuff to grow and build and then get a following base, just to have a follower base. And for what? The cost, right? The trade-off is just there. It's not a good trade-off because you trade your growth and your account's follower count, your account's follower count and base and audience for a healthy collecting ecosystem. Like, great trade. Thank you so much. It's like when you see people spread misinfo in a reel or like, these are never, like I've seen some people say like, these are never coming to English. It's like, we don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. We don't know anything. People said that the Eevee from Prismatic was never going to get a Japanese version. And then it did in in this set. It's like, we don't know anything. Like,
yes.
There's
Well,
things that you can there's things that you could say, and then when I say earlier, like, I guarantee that this will get a reprint, and like there will be a lot of this box out there. So there's things that you can say, like, based on precedent, just general logic dictates that they're not going to release a product like Mega Start Deck 100 and then just have it be a one and done wave, right? And also based on Start Deck 100, the original release that had multiple waves over a year and a half. So there's things that you can like pretty affirmatively say like that, I guarantee. But say like, I don't know, EV's never going to get a Japanese print, or the Greninja, the Greninja and the Kingdra EX SIRs, the promos, they're never going to get a Japanese release. We don't know that. You never know.
Again, I am doing this, running PokeGuardian.com for over 6 years now. By the way, I agree with many of your points. But yeah, the thing is, there are always people that dedicate running like a site or an X account way more professionally than everyone else. And I want to stay as humble as possible. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I don't give the guarantee
be humble,
word.
But like, you actually you are like a point of difference in the space. So like, be humble, but also you should own it and be like,
wait, I was just finished.
I know what I'm talking about. You should. We'll finish. Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No problem. But yes, people don't know how much dedication and discipline it takes to just be, I don't want to say on standby 24/7, but you have to be there daily and have to build up your sources, your network. And people have tried to somewhat replicate what I do, but they quickly saw that, okay, maybe this site has a scoop or whatever, discovered something, and there are no shortcuts in life, honestly. And I've built 6 years of relationships and networks and sources, whatever, dedication again. You cannot take that away from me. And that's fine. And I don't want to see people, I want to see people challenge me, as in, people have been critiquing me, like, you have to do this, you have to do that. I don't care. Especially if you don't have any responsibilities yourself. So people try to say you have to. It's not even constructive feedback. It's more like, okay, where's the source? My source is, I am the source. It's like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not like a jab towards people, but okay, you come here for my website. Why do you need my source? I know it's real and authentic. Why do you need to say where's your source? Otherwise, I don't believe you. I mean, it's great that you are asking that, but yeah, I mean, where does all it end? And that's people who think they are better than me, but don't want to show it that they are better than me, and it's fine. But I am here to have all the responsibilities to uphold my reputation, and my record is, I've made mistakes in the past, I have to admit, but people don't want to think anymore. People just want to see the exposed 280 characters maximum. I'm not going to pay for a blue check mark. That's ridiculous. Never going to do that. I know what I do. It's just what it is. And I'm not trying to hold a high ego to myself. But
I think you should.
People don't realize how much work goes into a running a site. And to see someone saying something, pull out of their, I want to say it in a nice way, pull something out of the blue, like, this is not going to reprint, or this is coming, maybe.
I have a question. Have you ever told someone to shut the fuck up? Just online?
I'm not sure. I did say it indirectly by either ignoring or
you
politely.
Should say it.
No.
It's
not.
I think you should say it. No,
that's not my style. I mean,
I think you
like
should
to
try
mix.
it. It feels really good.
No. I am very zen, balanced. I am calm. If you know
It's
what I
like
mean.
a pressure. It'd be like a pressure of like a valve release. I'm telling you, it's liberating. Sometimes you need to tell somebody to shut their fucking mouth, dude. Like that's what you
it's
need
fine.
to do. No, I'm gonna hack your account. I'm gonna say it for you. One day you're gonna get a message on your phone. Your account has been accessed from Melbourne, Victoria. Did you approve this? And I'm gonna start spitting some vile stuff from the Pokeguardian account. No, because at some point, dude, like you just gotta tell an idiot to shut up, dude.
I am very composed, and this is like my personal.
Be composed and do it.
No. I want to keep my professional status. It's not like I am a saint. I'm definitely not. Just I don't care. In the sense, it's like berserk. At some point, you just stop being angry, if you know what I mean. And I don't care. It's not that I'm depressed or something. I'm not. I don't care. There's way more better things to do in life than have like an argument that someone drags you down that sink. I don't care.
I don't think it's a symptom of being like not composed. Like you can be composed and tell someone to shut their mouth. I do it all the time. But like, I don't know. I definitely do have a shorter fuse than you. Although, say your fuse is short too. Maybe you're just a bit more stoic than I am.
I'm composed. I'm very composed, and I have my own ways to cope and deal with all sorts of problems. Maybe in some things you're better with patience than I am, but in some ways I am collecting for 10 years now, and that is in some form some patience. I have patience enough. Today, I can forget about Stardeck 100, and 3 years from now, yeah, fine. I'll just buy this card. I've waited plenty enough. Maybe it's a bit too long, but this is why I also like. Let me tell how I collect. Okay, the flavor of the month is coming. Okay, sometimes I need the cards because I know there's like a time limit. Otherwise, for example, there are 4 Kamiya cards reprinted in Stardeck 100. When I wait too long, I have to literally wait for weeks for that card to be restocked because, like I said earlier, there's over 860 cards total, the main set only in that set. No card shop is gonna bother with that. Some cards are definitely very uncommon in the 5 years from now. I'm not gonna, but I can wait 4 months easily for one card to see how will this develop. And I think you need some form of patience and composure to wait. And this is with all sorts and things in life. I want a new car instead of rushing. Research. Why is it? How much is it selling for? Why is it?
Well, this is a really good point that you bring up about certain cards and knowing that there's like a time limit on them. So like cards like special art rares. Okay. So let me cook here.
Cool.
So let's say you're a Japanese only Pokemon card collector. You're like primarily Japanese Pokemon card collector. Let's talk about the differences between English card stores and Japanese Pokemon card stores. So let me set the scene. So let's say you've got a whole bunch of English bulk and you just want to get rid of it. So let's say Mega Start Deck 100 had an English version and you've got a whole bunch of bulk from opening up the boxes, whatever here. And you're like, okay, I don't have any need for these cards. I just want to get rid of them. Most people are just going to take the box of bulk to their card store and then say, give me an offer. And the card store maybe says, I'll give you like, I don't know, 2 cents per card. Okay, sounds good to me. It's better than 0 and sitting in my storage. Take it. Then the card store is going to take it and they're not going to go and list those cards individually on their website or in their shelves unless there's specific playables like, I don't know, Wondrous Patch or something from, Phantasmal Flames, like a new card like that. Right. they're just going to put them in a bulk box in the store and they're just going to sit there, and then they're going to put a sign, say 10 cents per card, and that's how they're going to make their money off of buying bulk. So that's how an English card store, English LGS would typically work. So Japanese card stores will be different. So if you were going to take your Mega Start Deck 100 bulk and sell it at a Japanese card store, most card stores are going to say, when you bring the bulk to them, okay, here's all the cards that you want to sell. Thanks for bringing them in. It's going to take us about 4 hours to appraise all of these cards, because most Japanese card stores don't just take bulk and then sit it in a box. They take it, they appraise it, they work out what's actually in there, and then they give you like a pretty fair offer based on the market price of each card and specifically price each card. And it is like a lengthy process. When I say 4 hours, I'm not even exaggerating, because there are so many people in Japan coming to the LGSs to do the same thing, or to sell other cards like art rares or special art rares that are bigger chasers. So when you take bulk to a Japanese card store, it's a bit of a process. So there's going to be few people bringing their Mega Start Deck 100 bulk into Japanese card stores after the first week, because like you said, most card stores aren't going to bother with stocking it. So in this instance, like you said, the cards that you're speaking about, those Komi reverse holos or the holos, when you see them in stock in this first week, you're kind of just better off buying them. Because, yeah, okay, maybe 2 or 3 months down the line, they'll be 300 yen instead of 500 yen. But the likelihood of that happening is low. So the extra time spent trying to find the card is not worth saving the 200 yen per card for 4 cards. Would you rather save $8? Or would you rather just and wait 3 to 4 months, or have to keep coming back and checking websites and refreshing and searching and wasting the time? It could be better spent doing something else. Or when you see them, would you rather just buy them and pay the extra $8? And if I was you, I'd do that. So that's an instance of, that's an instance of you should buy early, but you don't know that unless you kind of, I mean, that's why I wanted to explain it, because you have to learn that or research that, and that stuff's kind of hard to research on your own. Having seen how kaitori, how buy sell trade works at card stores in Japan, I know that, yes, I've seen someone try to sell bulk, and when I heard, oh, it's going to be 4 hours to appraise it, they were just like, you know what, don't worry about it. And I don't blame them, because most people don't have 4 hours to wait around to get pricing on a bunch of random bulk cards. So yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to pick them up early. That's an instance. Now, sorry, and I know I'm talking your ear off, but on the opposite side of that coin, something like an SAR or an art rare, they are getting so many of those come in every single day, every 5 minutes, every second person coming in to sell cards. You know, if you're over in Akihabara and you go to Card Rush, level 7, right outside the station, and you just go in there for 30 minutes, you're going to see at least 50 people move through every 30 minutes selling cards. And, you know, they've got per day limits, but they've got per day limits because if they didn't, people would be bringing in even more. So they put per day limits on Pokemon card sets. If you're trying to sell Pokemon cards that aren't from the latest set, they'll limit you to 10 cards from any set that isn't the latest set. So for example, the week that I was there was a limit. Mega Dream cards, you could sell as many as you want to get appraised, because they were trying to get stock in. But anything else, 10 cards per brand. So like Weiss, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, you could only bring 10 cards total from any other set that wasn't Mega Dream or the most recent set. The reason they do that is because they're trying to get stock of the recent set. They don't have time to appraise other sets because this is such a high volume. So that's the difference between what's going on. That's why we always say wait for SARs, wait for art rares, because there's just actually so much volume of them out there, and they have all come down, haven't they? Like every SAR and art rare from the last 2 years is down from its high. No,
I mean, it's definitely a lot of being very affordable. The Miriam, the Iono, which was like a thing on its own,
140,000 yen. Iono.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Now it's, I believe, less than 100. Oh, even way less, I believe. And Miriam is also like a shadow of its former glory. Same with what's it called again? The lady that's
Dendra?
been Dendra SAR, which is for like, was it like 40,000, 50,000 yen? It's like below 8,000 today. absolutely ridiculous.
That's
And that's
crazy.
only supporter cards. But those were the absolute top chase cards that the market decided.
Like Miriam,
bulk.
13,800 yen, and Dendra is 9,000 yen at Card Rush.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And right now we are again in a high. Many people admit. Yeah, that is definitely. But like I said earlier, 10 minutes ago, how much of your patience can be? How much can you hold out? I have cards sitting here that's been sitting for 10 years, and I'm not saying that I am the best ever collector because I've traded a lot away. Some, I want to say regret. I've learned from it because regret doesn't help you take you anywhere. But I definitely learned from some of my trades. But at the end, all of those trades were meant for a goal as well, if you know what I mean. And so every trade at some point has a reason to some goal. Like or sometimes you just want to trade out of the sake of trading for fun. But all the trades that I did was meant towards a goal. And yes, some cards right now or opportunities that I missed. Some cards are very, very expensive today. Some, I don't want to say I regret it, but okay, that's definitely a bummer. Maybe I shouldn't trade it. But then again, 10 years ago, it was affordable. Right now, what you see today, in 8 years, nobody can predict the future. But I can just say, okay, maybe hold on to some of these cards instead of 3 years, maybe 7 years. Then for some people, it will be long gone out of print. I suppose. We are generational leaps forward with Pokemon by then. How just patience is so important, and it's just not even with this, but in life as well. You know, everything will work out. Sometimes, now the flavor of the month is Mega Dreamy X Static 100. You can easily wait 2 to 3 months. People will forget about
a year, dude.
Yes. But
like,
even if you
like look at Terrafest, like, because I was actually, I wanted to pick up the Umbreon when I was over in Japan because I was like, I think now's not a bad time to try and pick it up, and I'm going to be here so I can appraise and, like, you know, I can look at my copy and work out whether it's worth it. And unfortunately, I didn't have the time to spend looking at anything that wasn't Mega Dream based on what I was doing. But 45, I'm looking at it now, 45,000 yen. It's a year later. It hasn't really shifted. I think its cheapest it was 30,000.
And the boxes are like 16,000 yen today on the market, something like that, roaming or around that price.
13,800 yen.
Yeah.
They've got 52 in stock here at Card Rush.
Which I still find so very high because Amazon Japan. I literally got one of Amazon Japan by lottery. Imagine that. What? It's been 1 year. It's been over a year now, and I got. Like 1 month ago, I just applied for lottery by Amazon Japan. And congratulations, you have your Terrestrial Festival EX box. I never won a lottery before in Amazon Japan.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You have a high class spec set. I got it for a random restock on Amazon Japan, the biggest store in the world. How is it possible? And those boxes are still like 13,000 plus yen. But there's so much out there. I think people don't realize there's so much out there. And yes, eventually people will sometimes forget about a card like Umbreon. Like VMAX Climax Umbreon right now. How much are these? Is it like below 10,000 yen? The VMAX, the current super character super rare? It's like ridiculous. Nobody knows about that card anymore. And it's one of those examples. And there's 30 years of content and releases out there. You don't need always the latest release unless, like I said in the start of the video, Julian, if you don't like Pokemon cards, then it's becoming a problem for the people who just want to have cards to look cool on social media, who don't actually care about the card. Then it's a problem. If you don't,
it's always It's always a risky thing to say online, like, if you do X, you don't like Pokemon. But I think more now than ever, there are there are more people out there that are buying for non-Pokemon interest related reason.
It's cloud or monetary gains, and hey, that's fine by me.
You can never prove it. That's the thing. You can never prove it because you say, you don't actually like Pokemon, and then the person says, you don't know what I don't like. You're gatekeeping, and then you're just stuck in this endless loop.
Yeah.
But there people are out there. I had a friend was telling me he went to a wedding, and I don't know. Have you ever been to a wedding before? I don't know what it's like.
I've been to weddings before, but not how. Yeah, so it's for every country or
in your family or like the weddings that you've been to in your country. Do the people that are getting married? Do they give a gift at the table for the guests? Is that a custom there?
Yeah. That's a custom. I think it's a multicultural custom for many people.
So I probably sound stupid, but like I'm Italian, so like that's custom in Italian weddings, right? Yeah. But it's custom in most. I'm just checking. See, I'm being awkward now. Anyway, my friend, he goes to this wedding.
Yeah.
He goes to this wedding and the gift. Well, in Italy, in Italian, we call them bomboniere, but he called it something different. I don't know what it was. Anyway, the gift that he got at the table was a Labubu, right? So that was the wedding, the gift that the people that were getting married gave to the guests. So every attendee got a Labubu. And the person that was on the table sitting next to him, got to talking about Labubus, got to talking about Pokemon. And she said to him, I've been buying one of every Pokemon set that comes out recently. I'm in a Discord group that gives me notifications when stores have stock. So I buy them. And my friend, who's a very avid Pokemon card player, was like, that's awesome. You're into Pokemon. That's really cool. So you like Pokemon cards and Pokemon TCG. And she goes, nah, not really. I'm just buying it as an investment. So like, this is the kind of people that are out there. You'll be interacting with someone and talking about Pokemon cards. You may have a full conversation with someone and be like, oh yeah, I bought the latest set. I bought this set. I got this card.
Yeah.
But if you actually ask them, and that's what happened, he was having a conversation with them about Pokemon cards and collectibles. If you actually ask them, like, do you like Pokemon? Chances are they might just straight up say no. I'm just doing it for this reason and like be honest about it. So the people are definitely out there. That's why I say, maybe I should have said this at the start of the podcast, because anyone who clips that bit is going to be like, J-Love is gatekeeping and telling people that they don't like Pokemon. I have a habit of telling people what they do and don't do. But the reality is most people can't they can't handle the confrontation that I'm telling the truth, because they have to look inward and be like, you know what? I don't actually like this thing. And so there are people out there. That's why I'm saying, and that's why I said, if you are buying this deck blindly because you don't know, fine. You're getting duped. It's not good. It's not fine. But like, I understand why. I'm not going to flame you. But if you're a Pokemon card collector, or like you've got other Pokemon card products, and you straight up just buy this at $60 Australian or 35 US, you're not doing it for the love of the game. You don't like Pokemon. You just like the dopamine rush. And that's, you know what? That's where you get your kicks, fine. But don't get mad when I call you stupid. That's it. That's what it is. You can't get mad. If I call you stupid, you can't get mad. You're not allowed to get mad. I don't make the rules. That's the rules.
I mean, to each their own, honestly, including you as well, to each their own. But I think,
why don't you just agree with me? Just say, like, you know what? They are stupid.
Wait. The Pokemon cards is going strong, not because of those people, like you mentioned earlier at your wedding, that don't just buy it for investment. Pokemon is so strong because of the 30 years of people building that brand by loyalty and loving what they do. So enjoying the product. And like I said before, there are no shortcuts in life. So if someone is like investing in this product without no passion or any organic interest, I've said the word organic interest now. Yeah, what you get is when something is crashing, it all gets dumped, or they are like, oh, shock, oh, I am in panic now. I need to panic sell, and this is not going up, or you know what I mean. It's just frustration. Let's pull some cards. It's not showing to Rant this time, but let's say this card, just one example. Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything special. Let's say this Mega Fossilas EX, Mega
Hold
Attack
it still.
card. There you go. It's like
Thank you.
100,000 yen tomorrow for any reason, because maybe X1 third person, this card is my favorite card. Whoever know, Mr. Beast or whatever. This card is 200,000 yen. If this is like tomorrow, yes, crashing 90,000 yen, so for 90% drop, I just still don't care. I mean, it will be sitting in my deck box tomorrow. This is probably an exaggeration, but I could care less in 10 years if this is sitting in my deck box. Okay, hey, cool card, I like it. Up to the next 20 years, if you know what I mean.
I had that thought the other day. You know, I literally had that thought yesterday, because I was sitting there, and
yeah,
I was thinking about how, because Pokemon Steven was telling me how, you know, in 2017, 18, he was buying base set and like Neo Holos, Japanese, off of eBay for $2 and then selling them for $4. That was how he was, you know, building his store and building his business. And, you know, you go and you look at Neo Holos now over in Japan, and you're paying anywhere between 2,000 to, you know, if you're looking at like Umbreon and stuff, like 70,000 yen, you know, $700. And so it got me to thinking, it's like most people that have done really well in Pokemon, turning it into a business in some way, have had big collections that have just gone up in value in this spike. And then they've sold parts of that, and then they've used that money to, you know, whatever, become capital and then build a business or whatever. And so I was thinking about that, because a lot of the cards that I have, you know, when I see people talk about Sun and Moon special arts, I have most of the Sun and Moon special arts in Japanese, because back then I was pulling them, or I was just buying them as cheap singles. So I was thinking, I'm like, now I have those cards now. I could sell them. And then I'm like, I thought back to the 23 trainer full art boom. And I used to think back then, I was like, oh, I could have literally sold my whole collection in April and then bought it back for half in September. And I would have had all that money plus the cards. That would have been like a cool little thing to do. But I didn't. And so I got to thinking about it again now, and I'm like, what if everything just exploded? And it was like, because I feel like we're heading to a point where everything's going to dump because the interest is going to go. Yeah. And I was like, well, nothing would change. I had that moment, like that in the shower, like shower thought moment. I was like in the kitchen. I'm like, fundamentally nothing would change. Because I'm the same as you. I'm stupid with some of the stuff that I do. I have these cards that I picked up, and I really should just put them into a binder. But like, you know, I picked up some of these cards. Yeah. I showed you that before. This is kind of nice to do it this way. You know, these are just some. Yes, it is. These are just some commons that I picked up for my artist binders.
Is it Harada? What total?
This one is Atsuka Nishida.
Nishida.
Yeah.
Super nice.
This one is also Atsuka Nishida. But then, yeah, I picked up some Kusajima cards, right? So I've got these expensive E-series holos, and they didn't used to always be this much, but it's hard to find cards like these in good condition on the shelves. So, you know, I picked them up. I picked up the Kusajima Starmie as well, right?
That's super nice.
Yeah. It's very clean. But it's just sitting in my deck box. I feel like most people would have come back and just been like straight into the binder, make sure everything's all tidy. I have so many. I have like, these are from my previous Japan trips. These are cards that I just, you know, there's like, you open them up and it's just like, yeah, it is a cool deck box
content as well. Inside.
But like, I just,
cool cards inside.
You know, I mean, these are cool deck boxes, you know, from the Gym Heroes.
Super nice.
This is a legendary deck box. But again, it's just full of cards that.
Yeah. I got what you mean.
If I put those in a binder, most people would be like, holy, you got some heat. And it's just like.
Why haven't you graded it?
Yeah. There's so many like that. But it's like, you know, like you said, I got an LVX routine just sitting in here. It's like, I just can't be bothered.
that is one nice card to top off your deck box with.
Oh, there's a Darkrai there as well.
grabbing the 7,000 yen sticker.
That actually literally is.
That was placed very technically. I cannot. There is someone that saw this card and said, "I must sticker it this way," because
I'm putting it right there.
I don't know. There's like a store. Each time I buy from that web shop, I'm not saying where it is, and I show it to my local friends as well, which I buy sometimes cards for as a service, free service. This person is always stickering. This sticker is like a big sticker on all of the heads.
Spot.
They're like covering all of the heads of the Pokemon supporter. I was just, what is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with this picker? I mean, it's funny, by the way, but we are going sideways, but sidetracked. But
you're low key gatekeeping. You're buying cards from a store and you're not going to tell people. Jesus,
I'm definitely
not.
That's
so toxic.
There's so many stores in Japan. You can find your own within the minutes.
There are a lot of stores in Japan. I found it.
Yeah.
I actually found a really good one recently. I'm also gatekeeping this one, where I don't even want to give any hints about it. But when all that stuff happened with Solosis and the Marshadow art rares, when there was all that hype because of Mew.
Yeah, the USG man. That artist. Okay.
But when all that happened, and I was like, oh, shiza, did I buy those cards or not? I can't remember because there's some most singles from sets that have released this year I just don't buy.
Yeah,
because I'm waiting till next year. When those things happen and then all the cards sort of start to sell out of it because there's an artificial pump happening. There's one store I found that just always has them sitting there a day or two after. And I'm like, oh, I know if nobody got me, these guys have got me. It's really good. I'll never share it because that's that's my contingency.
But did you buy it because of social media hype that says this is a cool card? Or did you decide that for yourselves, hey, maybe I can flip this? Or did you really like the artist?
No, I will mostly try to master set every modern Japanese set. So I try to get every card from every set.
Wait, you want to master Black Bolt and White Flare?
Yes. I mean,
wow.
there's plenty of time to do it. Yeah. I picked up a few cards from it recently on the trip. This will blow your mind. But yes, I picked them up because I was like, oh, well, they're usually 300 or 400 yen. They're shooting up to 4,000 or 5,000 yen because of what's going on social media. Yeah. I'll probably land at about 2,000 yen, but I still don't want to pay 2,000 yen for an art rare that should be 400. So
Definitely
when those
agreeable.
pumps happen, I go to the site and I'm like, okay, they've still got it for 4,000 yen. I'm still good. And then I pick them up. I was pretty time poor for anything that wasn't Mega Dream, but I mean, I picked this up. They had the Jellicent in the same store, and I don't know why I just didn't look at it and buy it.
Buffalent EX SAR.
Yeah, but this is $10. This was a 980 yen card. There's nothing wrong with it. So, I'm trying to get everything. I mean, this is a recent release. This is a recent set.
Yes. If I'm really honest, it's not one of my
1,600
favorites.
yen.
But hey, it's a box hit for 600 yen. I mean, how much? Well, have nothing to say bad about it. But it's not one of my favorites. Yes, the Archery Dawn. Yeah, I mean,
1,000 yen.
There will be. I think there will come a time in 7 years that people are just said, okay, maybe I should have bought some, and not not of a financial investment, but more of how tag team cards were 2020 bulk before, and that time will eventually just come when all of these SCR cards are just now sitting here to just, hey, pick me up, please.
I mean, that's where some of those cards are when they're hitting 1,000 yen. They're saying,
yeah,
hello,
4 packs
I'm
worth.
here.
I mean, how much is a pack? 200-ish yen? I mean, for the price of 4 packs, you have a full box hit. I mean, it doesn't have also be what art is subjective. I mean, it doesn't always have to be the Shinji Kanda, which, by the way, is getting pumped, of course, but it does not always have to be the most technically. I mean, all of these cards are very technically nicely drawn. There's no amateur illustration right there in there. So there's also a thing. Yeah, it's just honestly, I am a loss. I'm somewhat lost for words. I just want to when this podcast over, I'll just sit and lay in bed. I'll just think. I mean, what do I really like? And I definitely know what I like, but it's just okay. There's 30 years of Pokemon cards out there. Let's just act like Scarlet and Violet never existed. What would you pick?
E-Series.
Let's say, okay, you're not done with E-Series. That's the thing. That's the
Diamond,
thing
Pearl,
I want to
Platinum,
just.
and then Legends. There's so many. Yeah.
I know what you like and will buy.
Yeah.
But
was that a hypothetical question that I answered? Was that meant to be like a mic drop thing? I just answered.
Yeah, not for you. Not for you. No, but this is like you are out of the picture. No, okay. But a lot of people just don't know what they like, and they want to be the term influenced. And tomorrow, maybe you see a post on X on like a card. Hey, this AR card is so cool. Like you said, a very not well thought out post, and which again, everyone is free to do. And people, I mean, I think we underestimate, Julian, how crazy some people out there just want to be. Hey, this person says this card is cool. Now I have to get it, and they don't think for themselves anymore. And that's this is a society issue. Yeah, this is not Pokemon necessarily related, but now I'm going there, of course. I mean, just people are. I mean, why can you not think for yourself? And maybe you want to just spend. There's also a thing, but I think I have very great concerns about that because.
Well, yeah, keep going. Sorry, continue.
Let's say tomorrow, Kanye West is putting on, or Travis Scott, some let's say, some 2002 football shoes. Some old retro indoor futsal shoes, if you know what I mean, Nike or whatever. And then everyone is going mad about those kinds of shoes that I personally no one really cares for. But they all want to wear it right now. And the same goes for these cards. I'll pick one random card just to be cool, of course. And
I think you're cool.
Thank you. Hey, this Team Rocket's, was it, no?
Why do you own that? It would have been from your box.
It's a box hit, sorry. The Rocket's transceiver or something like that. Hey, this card is actually super underrated, Steel Rocket and all. I mean, you should own this if you know, just go for it. Yeah, this card is super underrated. Some people will actually look at my account and say to themselves, yeah, maybe this guy is really right. Let's buy it tomorrow or something like that. And not even that, but maybe in the future, like they see it on a card show, let's grab it. Hey, look how cool I am. I literally just bought this card, and this is what I'm really concerned about. And sometimes, like you showed, like the Groudon in the beginning, okay, I can understand that some of these cards are obscure, 20 years old, I get it. But some of these cards, I mean, hey, this ball I have here, and whatever, sorry, I'm not depressing box hit. This is guaranteed. Yeah, that concerns me a lot. Well, I said to myself, I collect Kamiya cards because I really like it, because of certain, I saw it in the Pokemon League. I said in the previous episode, you will talk later. I like the card. I want to collect Tomoga's Kamiya because of not someone on social media said he likes Kamiya cards, but I discovered it myself, and that's my way, of course. It's not the way, but I mean, why can you not think for yourselves? And that's the only thing that I am really concerned about. Why? And it's not even Pokemon related. This is like,
well,
hey,
I think there's two. I definitely think online there's two subsets of Pokemon card collectors out there right now.
Yeah.
I think there's the wave that came in 2020, which is a very like dopamine fueled, pack hunting, sort of like investing, sitting on your sealed collection kind of collector that you see online, which I would say is a loud minority. Because at the end of the day, well, yeah, actually, no. I would say is a loud minority. And then the second is one that's kind of emerged in the last year or two, which I would call a silent or quiet majority. So, and this is the thing, because like social media, it's poison, dude. It is straight up poison in that it'll keep feeding you the thing that you look at. And so if you're constantly like buying into rage bait, you're going to keep seeing stuff that pisses you off. But if you go looking for cool stuff, you will find it, and it is out there. You reminded me of this conversation that we had it in the OKJ Love Discord, where someone was saying, I just wish there was like cool content out there from people who like have binders and stuff. And it is there, like, and it is a massive, like it has a massive following. So people on Instagram and Twitter, also goes by Michi maybe. He invented the Michi method, which is a way of setting out your binder where you print proxy cards for cards that you don't have from specific artists, or you print other art and illustrations that they've done from other works, whether it's for like Pokemon Masters or, you know, if you're a Koki Saito collector, maybe some of the pack artwork they've drawn before in the past, or like Kawayo drawn a lot of pack artwork in the past, right? So you put their pack art in some of the pages of your binder so that you have like this really beautiful looking binder. So it's a mix of cards you've got and then cards that you don't have, but you think the illustrations look cool. And like there is a huge following amount of people out there on TikTok and Instagram making content around their Michi methods, right? And their Michi binders basically. Or people that collect cute cards, like cute binders are a really big thing online that you see people just collecting cute cards and putting them in their cute binder. Someone suggested it to me years ago and I was like, cute binder, what's that? And now I actually kind of get it. And I've got a lot of cards that I'm like, I should put those in. I should start making a cute binder. I haven't done it yet, but they're definitely out there, right? I think it's easy to get caught up in the BS, but there are definitely a lot of people out there that are thinking for themselves and know what they want to collect and why. And I think they're the newer wave collector. So you've just got to go out there and see it. Maybe I should stop, because this is funny. There's a comment on the podcast. Someone was like, I had it open just before on the previous episode, and they were like, great depressing talk about how depressing things are. And I'm sorry. We are. I mean, it's it is a bit of a depressing period if you're a really passionate collector. So you can't blame us, but it's not all depressing. There was another comment. Someone said, be the change you want to see. And I was like, yeah, I always rate that saying. I don't disagree, Johto J, for sure. So it is out there. We should highlight that maybe a little bit more. Maybe I should share that with you so that you're not as negative, because I feel like you're a little bit more negative than I am. You're a bit more cynical.
I said it before. I'm like in the berserk state now, and it's not that I'm overly negative. I mean, I'm at the stage. Okay, I have everything there. I know what I do. I don't need to rely on others. I don't need to beg for to others. I'm in my own space. I know if I need something, I know there's some good friends out there for me. And this is my own personal thing. And yes, be the change you want to see. However, there are limits. Personally.
Yeah.
I haven't changed anything in my collecting or anything. I just see, yes, a very bad space out there that I just want to avoid. And that was not there 6 years ago. I'm very honest about it. So I naturally, it's not gatekeeping. It's just, okay, there are some people I don't definitely want to vibe with. It's just how it's going to be. I try to avoid it. I'm there like, okay, I am avoiding people right now that I don't like. Is there. Okay, that's fine. now I'm probably talking too much, but yeah, be the change you want to see. Okay, I set the example already for some. Oh, if I'm great with myself,
I don't think Johto Jake was saying that in a mean way. They were just being like in a general.
Yes, general way. But do you know, people? It's very philosophical as well. It's just okay. Why should I change for someone that doesn't want to change themselves? I mean, I've not changed in the past, let's say 5 years. Maybe in some ways I did change, but I feel I should not change to people who would like to see, because again, in what way are they doing it better? I think what I say and I'm doing is right now for me the right way. What is the right way? Be the change you want to see. Okay, I am already the change that I'm wanting to see. And that's the thing.
I think the comment was in reference to when we were speaking about, you know, social media and Twitter and Pokemon card content last episode, and how it's all slop, right? How it's all slop. That's why I think the comment was in respect to. But I also agree with you with what you just said then, is that we already are being what we want to be. I mean, that's what the whole point of this is, where we don't just
and I'm not dismissing
everything up.
His comment. I think you said it great, but no, it leaves you with more answers and more questions. Be the change you want to see, and I'm probably repeating it now. And I'm not attacking this person. Thank you for commenting. Do not be discouraged to comment, by the way. But it's giving me more thoughts. It's like, okay, what should I improve on? I don't know what I'm doing wrong right now. And I'm not here.
It's not you change to be what you want things to be. It's just be what you are. That's what I take it as. Yeah.
I know. I already am doing it, for example, on social media. Right now, I think for me, it's best to stay quiet sometimes. I think it's best for me. That's the change of what I want to see. But right now, there's people who are spreading misinformation. There's people who are generating AI. There's people who are, I want to say, doing not great for Pokemon cards in the long run. I see damaging stuff. Should I keep quiet about it and just let it all happen and just act positive all the time? I think this podcast is meant to be, not to be always overly positive and not putting on your mask, because our masks are off. Honestly, I'm not putting an actor.
It's not enough to be like, oh, like I want things to be more positive or focused on this component of collecting. So
I am not naive.
I'm gonna just do that and not talk about this other stuff. I think I used to buy from that camp of thought of like, I want things to be more about focusing on the artist and appreciating illustrations, and I would only talk about that. And then what that meant is that I wouldn't talk about anything else. It's like you can't suffocate the negativity with positivity. It doesn't work anymore. It's you have your positivity and talk about the things you do like talking about.
Yeah.
But you've also got to call a spade and point at this stuff and say it's stupid. So people I don't know, wake up in a sense or start thinking autonomously, like you were saying earlier.
I think it's very important to just, that is a great thing you say. You have to act indeed what you are wanting. You have to be the best version of yourself at all times in life. That's normal. Professional life, everything, you have to act accordingly. That is a basic life lesson. But that does not mean that I should dismiss anything else that is, in my opinion, is wrong. What is wrong and right, I don't know. That's my opinion. Everyone's opinion is subjective, of course. But I think I should not keep quiet about the things that are ruining it for me.
That's why I was saying you should tell someone to shut the fuck up.
Yes and no. Because maybe I'm overthinking it, of course. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but that leaves me always more answers. I'm just dwelling in those thoughts.
All you're going to do is just say, shut your bitch ass up. That's it. And then walk away. That's what I do. I just say that. I walk away, dude. Like, what are you going to say to that? I'm telling you, liberating. Hey, on the topic of thinking for yourself and autonomously. One thing I actually wanted to talk about today, but we've left it late in the episode, was the stuff with PSA. I don't know if you saw it, and their regrading of that guy's submission.
I saw some crazy PSA stuff happening indeed. Inside of
on that, right? I don't want to because I don't want to beat a dead horse. I'm sure many people listening have heard a lot of the PSA discourse already about this over the last couple of weeks. But when I saw it, I was like, why are we acting surprised? Like, why are we acting surprised? I posted something on my Instagram. I wanted to post something else, but I'm conscious of saying something that might get me in trouble. So I didn't. But it pertained to a video that I filmed. I actually filmed a video last year. I filmed a lot of videos last year that just got shelved. Like they're not coming out. And there was one about a PSA graded card that we filmed in Los Angeles that I had to shelve because I wasn't going to be able to make it the way that I wanted. So I wanted to tweet about that a little bit more in depth, but I was like, I'll be coy. But I said this. I said, the PSA situation at the moment is so funny because it has always fundamentally been a system that is awesome when it benefits you and booty when it doesn't. At the end of the day, these are random, unqualified people grading your card a 9 or a 10. Inherently, the process has never been uniform or scientific. So is it really a surprise they've been found playing funny buggers? That's an Aussie term for saying, like, is it really a surprise they've been caught out, being shifty or doing something low-key deceptive? The only difference this time is they got caught. So when I saw this stuff, I'm like, why are we acting surprised? Like, this is a company that has a history for doing sus stuff, right? And it's a system that's founded on random people. Because let's be serious, post 2021, all the people that, the people that are employed by PSA to grade cards, where are these guys coming from? Where are these people coming from? They're just random people. You don't have to have a qualification to appraise a card. So random person, probably working, it's probably like their second or third job, saying your card's worth 9 or 10. And then that grade, then earning you, being the difference between, another $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever it is, right?
It's a lottery, basically.
It's a lottery. The whole thing's RNG. Somebody messaged me that. Bubble Collectibles is really funny. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, why are we acting surprised that this clown college Mickey Mouse show has done something so outwardly deceptive as what they did? For context, the person on Twitter submitted a whole bunch of GX cards, Pikaroms, Pikachu and Zekrom GXs, and some other cards. They came back, they were all 9s. The person who graded them or submitted them thought that they should be 10s. PSA has a buyback offer, so you can sell the card back to PSA that they've graded for you instantly. And then PSA are putting those, or, from what we understand, putting them into blind bags online when you buy, mystery bag online on websites. We kind of talked about it last episode. Mm-hmm. So the person accepted the offer, sold the cards back to PSA, or took the buyback offer, but then noticed that the cards got regraded as 10s after they'd sold them, which is just crazy. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So I saw it, I'm like, okay, that's just fucking wild. But also I'm not surprised given this company's history. So I mean, the reason why I was speaking about it, because you were saying we've been saying people, why can't the people think for themselves? Why can't people just think for themselves with this one and be like, why act so shocked? Is it any surprise? It's not like you were betrayed by, your most trusted friend. This is a system set up to make people money off of cards outside of the raw value of the card.
You're paying someone to have their own opinion about how a card should be in a certain condition. And looking back at, do you really grade for authentication or do you really grade for money?
This is a conversation I always have with people who grade all the time. And there's people that say, I just like it in a slab.
Yeah.
And my response to that is, if you just like it in a slab, why are you just lost zoning, Thanosing money away? Because there's some cards, let's say I grade this Starmie, right? And it 10s. Well, it's probably worth more than 500 USD as a 10 or close to. So I'm going to get upcharged. They're going to charge me more, you know? So I got to pay them more because now my card has a higher market value. Why would I could just buy this, right? One of these or like a plastic case like this.
Yeah.
And then the card's encased. So that, I think it's always a flawed
unless
viewpoint.
PSA does not damage your card in the process. Or it
I'm
gets
trusting
lost.
some random.
And again, postage also a risk. I mean, there's so much. The last time I've been grading cards was 2017, because you know I've bought some funny cards off of eBay. You know, some SR cards for like $5 on eBay. Hey, let's grade them to submit them. You know, there's some friend was grading a bunch of stuff in bulk. Let's do it. You know what? It was like how much dollar in bulk grading? $5 a grade back then or something like that. Couldn't. You didn't have to pay money as well for a grade. Even better when it returns, if you know what I mean. At 10 or something like that. Different times. That's the only thing. And last time I did. And the last time I graded cards, not myself, was Dallas Regionals when Arita was doing a signing. So my friend offered via you can grade it this way. No, you can sign it and then grade it afterwards. I said, sure, let's authenticate it to a dual grade. Last time I've ever graded a card myself via friends, of course. Ever since that, I had no other incentive to buy or grade a card. I did buy some slabs, maybe 1 or 2 times, because I really want authenticated. Other than that, I don't care about grading. It's just, why do you need to grade? You have eyes yourself, right? Oh, just.
Well, I think the argument of I grade it because I want it protected forever is flawed, because you can protect the card forever without having to pay someone minimum, you know, $30. And then if it's a really rare card, the upcharge fee that you just have to pay.
That card,
so
that card case you showed me, it is literally airtight and watertight as well. I want to say, I did it with my Van Gogh Pikachu. I put it in a sink. I made a meme out of it with that card protector. It's literally just dry. No moisture, no humidity.
So they profit off of you for nothing. Like, I guess if you've got bottomless pit of money, sure, why not? You know, it's like people who fly first class. I've been thinking, damn, they're flying first class. They've got to have like so much money that it just doesn't, it's like a scratch. So whatever, right? But if you're tight on funds, there's better ways. There's just objectively better ways to use your money. So if you're grading for value, so now if you're grading for value, again, honestly, nothing wrong with it. Don't diss it. I've got a bunch of cards that I want to grade because I want to sell them, but I know that it makes more sense. I'm going to get better return grading them and then selling them. Okay, to someone who just wants to buy it graded.
Yeah.
And so I understand grading for value, but if you're grading for value and then you're passionately annoyed about this situation, again, I think it's silly, because it's all a game. It's a massive game. You know, it's a system designed for profit. Like, it's a money-based system. So sometimes it's going to work in your favor. You're going to get good grades. You're going to love it. Sometimes it's not going to work in your favor. You're going to get bad grades. You're going to hate it. And other times they're going to do things that interest them over you. And that's just the game. So when it happens, you just got to be like, well, it is what it is. Because like, it's the same people that are getting upset about it that have, you know, that spend thousands submitting cards and saying like the reputation's ruined. They're going to keep grading with them. People said the same thing about CGC with the scandal that happened at the start of the year. People still grade with CGC.
If it was not, if it was so bad, they would have closed their business down right now.
Yep.
Just so you say it's a loud minority.
I did an event on the weekend, and I co-streamed with somebody who does live selling.
Okay.
And he was telling me, he's like, the people that spend as much money as they do, like the people that spend too much money, and I guess I should have thought about this earlier in the episode when we were talking about Mega Start Deck, is that they're just whales. Like they're like CEOs of companies. They're like people that have so much money that they just doesn't bother them. And I think that's probably what's causing a bit of damage now as well, is that you've got two different groups of people. You've got like the everyday person, where it becomes like a struggle to collect because everything gets so expensive, and then you're constantly tempted by stuff like this, by buying stuff like StarTech 100. But those prices are being propped up by people that have so much money that it doesn't matter. So it's creating there's a weird dynamic there where like the prices are all being validated, but they're not being validated by the majority collector. They're being validated by a minority group that just have so much money. It's why like mystery bags, you see them, people sell out of mystery bags like instantly. It's because they're just, I would wager that, something like 60 to 70% of people buying mystery bags are just people that they're in like the 1% of the world in terms of wealth. And then the rest of the people that are buying them are just playing catch up and feeling like they're getting sucked into it, but they're not in that 1%. They're middle to low income workers chasing a dopamine hit.
And this is what I said, I think 30 minutes ago. People don't know what they want. Just want to be cool. Social media, and that's fine. Again, it's fine, but it's very damaging. It's super damaging. It's damaging yourself, damaging not necessarily the hobby, but it's just, you have to respect yourself, honestly. Why are you buying this stuff? And you have to just ask yourself, why do I buy it for? Do I buy it because to show off that I am cool, that I want to make a statement, or even those people who can afford it, and don't care about the money issue? Why are they going to eBay and pay a card that is 10 times the price on the market? I mean, are you stupid? And it's just, and now I'm getting a little bit unhinged. But
yeah,
I mean,
let it out. That's what I'm saying. You should start the episodes like this.
I'm not letting it all out, but it's just, I mean, even rich people are like, have some sort of sense, if you know what I mean. It's just, hey, why are you buying a car that is massively overbid it's going to your collection, but you could have gotten maybe other stuff for way more money, or for much more cost for the same price, if you know what I mean. At some point, you have to be sensible. And I don't believe the people who are coming to those eBay auctions. I'm not downplaying you. You did your part. Why are they even on there? For what reason? Because eBay auctions are there anytime, always, for certain cards. And I don't know what cards they were exactly auctioned. I don't know. I have not seen it myself, so I cannot judge. But what makes those rich people think, okay, now there's an auction, there's people involved in a video, why am I going to that auction?
If I was a rich person and I was like, I'm talking like, if I was like a whale, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I would spend my time buying really expensive. Like,
can I really afford it?
I don't know. If I was, I don't know. It's weird. I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of someone who's like, I'm thinking about all the auctions that I've lost, or like, the cards that I've watched on eBay, and I've just seen them go for like ridiculous overs, and I've just thought, okay, it's probably just a whale bidding on that. I'm like,
are they really
doing that?
Are they really? Will? Do they have? I wanna think. Yes, and this is my thoughts. People who really can afford it don't usually have time for this. If I'm really honest, maybe it's someone with fast money that doesn't know how to spend actual money, and this is not downplaying anyone, but maybe someone that has the wealth, but not the actual wealth to maintain such spendings, if you know what I mean. So Probably it's like eye for an eye kind of stuff, like fast money purchased with, a card like this. And no, I don't want to think there's actual. This is my thoughts. The people who are actually working hard day to day to have a certain wealth, I don't think they have time to not downplaying you, to watch that video of you and your friend as well, who are auctioning this. I think they have more to do. And I'm not downplaying anyone, but I think no. And even if they do, they want not spending because to spend. I want to say that the actual wealth people say, okay, this card, can I get it cheaper? If I'm really honest, they are literally all about the finances sometimes. Again, I speak to CEOs. The first thing when I talk to such people is not, they are literally in the pennies. I once had a parking, not a parking fee. Yeah, just regular, not a ticket, but a parking fee. And I was declaring it at the HR software. Yes. CEO literally sent me a Teams message. Oh, you didn't include the VAT. I want to know how much is it included with the VAT. I was like, whoa, this person has better things to do, but he cares the most about if VAT is included with my parking fee invoice. I mean, okay, no, I don't think many wealthy people have the patience to even look at some of these auctions, unless it's a million painting or whatever. But it's my thoughts. I don't know. I'm not rich. I'm rich in other ways, but I'm not wealthy with money. But I don't think it's actual wealthy people that are spending this or watching this stuff. But I love to be proven wrong, of course.
I'm gonna go to a card show today.
Yeah,
because I think people are getting a bit nervous. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about selling and stuff online now. I'm gonna go to a card show today, see if I can find something decent from maybe some of these people that have bought stuff that they shouldn't have. If it's not the wealthy people, maybe it's somebody that's bought when they shouldn't have. See if I can pick up some scraps, bail them out of their situation with some trades.
Would you buy from that same auction you hosted?
The one I did on the weekend?
Yes, you do that. You hosted yourself with your partner.
Yes. There were some cards there that I would definitely, and then there were some that I wouldn't. I think a lot of people, there was one instance where I was talking about that Darkrai and Umbreon, because that's the least common GX card that you see, tag team GX card that you see on the shelves in Japan, because it came from a deck. And so when you see it, it's usually damaged, or it's like about, if it's in good condition, it'll be like 9,000 or 10,000 yen, because the deck's price is 13,000 yen. So if you see a good condition copy, it's going to be just a little bit less than what the deck is. But the one that sold for like 40 Australian dollars, 50, which is like decent for the condition that it was in, which was good.
Mm-hmm.
I bought one on my previous trip because I actually didn't own that card. I bought it for 2,000 yen. So just picked it up. But when that card sold, I was like, whoa, I was like, that's actually crazy. Like, these are good cards. Like, this is, out of all the GX tag team cards Arteta illustrated, this is probably the rarest, right? And I'd say, like, this is the card, probably one of the best ones, because it's like two awesome Pokemon. Umbreon, Darkrai, Arteta, great combination. So I was like, whoever bought that, great job. Like, I would have picked that up if I was watching this stream. Genuinely.
But then, if you were watching that stream,
yeah, if I was watching it, I'd be like, it's a cheeky little buy here. But then because I hyped that up so much, I think what happened then, the next card was Mewtwo GX tag team by Arteta, and then it sold for like 100 Australian dollars, and I was just like, and I wasn't hyping that one up. I was hyping up the Umbreon, but I think people saw that I was like excited about the previous GX Varita. They were like, oh, well, then that logic probably carries over here. That card is significantly more abundant because there's the Miracle Twins version and then there's the GX Tag Team All-Stars version. So those things you can't control. The seller that I did the stream with, good guy, fixed most of those buyers up, put in a bunch of extras for them because I think some people did get carried away. But I actually quite enjoyed doing that stream because I was able to, participate in live selling, but then also talk more about the cards as I was doing it. So people really knew what they were buying. Because if I was hyping something up, I hyped up. There was like a vending Ghastly that was like mint.
But
and it was nice to talk.
Sorry to fully interrupt you.
No, it's fine. Go.
Why should I believe you? Why should I believe this guy with, no offense, who thinks he knows everything? Why should I believe you when I buy this at this auction?
I think if you go online now, right? I think people are starting to work out who is BSing and who isn't.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I'm not there going like, oh my God, this is like the best card. I'm like, I see the card. I'm like, this is a great card. I talk about the history of it. I explain why. There's no dramaticism. There's emotion, but that comes from passion. But there's no dramatization. I'm not exacerbating. There's no hyperbole. This is genuine passion. And I think people are starting to work out who is doing that and who isn't, and who they can and can't believe, or who they should and shouldn't believe, I should say, rather.
Yes.
That's why, and that's the difference. And I think people did. I mean, that's why the Mewtwo sold for as much as it did, because they were like, oh, this guy just law dropped on us. So I should pick this up. And I was like, no. That's a different card. There's so many more of those out there.
Yes. Great.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's a weird one, this podcast, because we rant a lot. And
there will definitely be things that when I probably look back on, think, okay, maybe I should have worded slightly another way. However, I think the power of this podcast is everything is unscripted. There are a few points that we will have a baseline on to talk about. But anything you see and watch, or listen and watch here is unscripted. I think that's the beauty of the podcast. And there will eventually inevitably be sentences that we will say, okay, maybe we should have worded that better that way. But that also shows, well, I'm not afraid of what people think of me. And we definitely are, again, looking forward to your comments. But honestly, this is something that not many people can do. And I definitely urge you, the listener and the viewer, do not be, again, afraid to do something like this. Just let it all happen. If you are truly passionate about it, I don't need a script. I think for the past 6 years I've been doing podcasts, every YouTube video I do on my YouTube stream or videos, and you as well, is all unscripted, if I say so. Your only edited videos are scripted. But
I think the con is the con of this is that we didn't talk too much about Mega Dream. I wanted to talk a little bit more about Mega Dream today, but I feel like we're gonna have to leave it for the next episode. I think the con of that, of no script, is that we go off topic,
too deep,
and we go down holes, and then we miss stuff. Because I saw people wanted to see us talk a little bit more about Mega Dream in this episode. I think maybe what we should do is the next episode we should do like a, once the dust is kind of settled, we won't really no, not that card. But maybe we do like a ranking kind of thing, or we can go through in depth a little bit more. We should do that for Mega Dream. Because it is a nice set.
Why does everyone suddenly like Gengar?
So Deep Pocket Monster made a video recently where he's trying to get every Japanese Gengar card. So there's a lot of Gengar hype at the moment. And Deep Pocket Monster's channel is huge. I'd say it's probably it's not the biggest Pokemon card channel on YouTube, but it's definitely the most influential, I'd say, right now across like all platforms. So there's a lot of interest in Gengar because Gengar's in a lot of people's mind share right now. And I actually saw that a lot. Yeah.
Or is it because someone said this is a good Pokemon?
I don't think Pat and Deep Pocket Monster necessarily said Gengar is a good Pokemon. I think Pat just genuinely likes collecting Gengar cards, so I wanted to make a video about it. What I think though is because, hang on, let me finish. What I think though is that because of that video and the influence that he has across platforms, people, I think speculators latch onto that and then say, oh, Gengar is where the money's at, because now people are going to watch these videos and want Gengar cards, so let's capitalize on that. So I don't think it's being driven by Pat necessarily saying like Gengar is the best, you should get it. What it is, what is happening, I think, rather, is that speculators are taking advantage of someone's passion, because that guy is genuinely passionate about Gengar and using that to profit. And that's the weird gray area. I think you got there's two types of influences. There's why you should buy this card. And then there's like, I like this card a lot. And now there's interest in it.
Yes.
This is the latter, I think. So I actually saw like a lot of card stores cater certain sections specifically to Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar because of, and I'm like, it's got to be attributed to that, because like internationals come in and they're like, all right, so you guys like Gengar? We got Gengar. And they're always in the same spot.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. So before I interrupt you massively with Gengar, Mega Dream EX, you want to talk more about Mega Dream EX? Definitely something for the next episode. Okay, let's have a baseline. Not necessarily script, but a baseline. Let's say we are all positive. Next episode, be the change we want to see. So I'm latching on to that. Sorry, very sorry. And okay, we will be positive next episode. I mean, what is positive? I find this conversation.
People should tell us what they want us to speak about next episode. What topics you want us to cover? Let us know in the comments, and then we'll try and incorporate them more.
What is positive?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. What is positive?
I find it positive to talk about the negative negative stuff. If it's, this is again a philosophical stuff again, and it's just what is positive?
Someone tell us what is positive. Explain it. What is positive?
I don't know.
Otherwise, I'm going to keep being negative.
Yeah. Maybe we are always being positive, but now in this podcast again, we are more. No, but the thing is, again, I should really maybe I should make a script. And
it's fine. It's good.
Think
I like
all about this philosophical, and maybe make a script of my feelings, and then I can pronounce and talk about it better. Because why are we collecting in the first place? This is again very philosophical. Okay, for many people, that's a different answer. There's no answer alike. I'm very certain of that. But again, why do you collect in the first place? I mean, you don't have to collect. And is it because of status? Is it because you have a bad experience and you want to some time off that bad experience? Maybe you have too much money, like you say. I don't know. You need to put it in where I have no idea. But the thing is, I think in the end, authenticity and integrity are the things that are, I think, always the best. And like I said with Deep Pokémon Monster, for example, I don't watch that channel. It's not a disrespect or anything. I don't care. I don't watch many YouTubers anymore about all the content, because that's the curse for me. I know a lot of cards information, but why? I don't know. It's just not because of. I think when you are authentic and again have self-respect as well, you will eventually get there. And it's just whatever you go, you will get there. And if you have no spine at all and just agree to everything and not listen or think to yourselves, I think you're getting there. But what is positive? I have no idea. I will not cater or will not please people because of certain things that they hate or like. I don't care. I will be my own thing. And if people say I need to shut down Poké Guardian, I will not do it. If people say I need to do a Patreon, by the way, I closed it down because I made too much ad revenue. That's the other thing. I will not listen to people, and I think people will respect that.
I think authenticity, engaging it's a vibe thing. Like you just, if you come out and say like, I'm real, I'm authentic, there's people that will watch this and be like, these guys are talking shit. They're just posturing.
That's
probably.
Fair.
I think it's always just a vibe thing. Most people, I don't know. It's just called vibes, dude. You can tell who's a real one. That's it. That's literally it. You look at things and you'd be like, they're a real one. Or you look at him, you're like,
maybe not.
It's not for me.
That's fine.
That's it. It's vibe. Just who passed the vibe check. Don't think too much about it. I think we wrap it up for today. I think we've yapped quite a lot. Yeah.
Maybe I think we could cut down.
We need a cup of tea.
50% and still get our points across. But I think that's the magic again of this podcast. It's unscripted. It's raw. There's nothing. Of course, except for your swearing, Julian, there's no problem.
We should do more of that. You should stop being what? Why are you trying? No, it's so real. It's a real unscripted. But I got to censor the swearing.
No, this is actually. I don't swear a lot, honestly.
You should try it. It's cathartic. Just let it out. Yes, say it. Say the F word.
I'm not saying it.
Say it.
Why should I say it?
Because you'll feel good. Trust me, bro. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode. You can find us YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, probably.
Yes.
I don't know. It's everywhere. You can follow Poker Guardian on Twitter. You can find me, OKJLove, across every platform: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Thank you, as always, for watching. Let us know what you think positivity is in the comments. We'll catch you in the next episode.
What change do we need to be?
Should Zachariah say the F word?
Maybe.
All right. See you guys later.
Have a good one, everyone. Thank you. Goodbye.